Talk more about this now and bring in New Jersey State Senator Jon Bramnick. Senator, thanks for hopping on with me this morning. I feel like the heat on this story really got cranked up yesterday, right, with this hearing where government officials couldn't offer any answers or insights. What was it like being in that room?
Well, first, you hope you're going to learn something, and then you find out that the state police are frustrated. You don't want the colonel in the state police to be frustrated about what this is, where the drones are coming from. They had zero information, and what was most disconcerting was Homeland Security was saying, well, maybe you saw an airplane, maybe it wasn't what you saw. You take 120 legislators, and when they leave, now they feel really insecure because you figure they must know something, and we're going to learn something, and you learn nothing. And that's why I repeatedly said the Department of Defense is the only entity that can track these drones. Department of Defense must come to New Jersey, and we must ban drones from the airspace at night while we're waiting.
So I feel like it's one of two things. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like either the government truly is in the dark or they know what's going on and they're not willing to reveal that at this time. What's your gut check about what's known versus not?
You know, I used to have a lot of confidence in the government, but I can tell you something. I don't think they have any idea what's going on. They say things like, we don't think it's a threat, but we don't know why we don't think it's a threat. This has to be immediately addressed by the federal government. You cannot have a secret and then fly these drones all over the most densely populated state in New Jersey and then say it's a secret. If they're going to do something in secret, I don't think they should put it in front of 9.5 million people.
Don't you think this was interesting? I found this fascinating that lawmakers confirmed the drones are not from our own military. Yet, Senator, they're flying by the dozens over big military bases and reservoirs. Don't you think that we'd be shooting these things out of the sky if they weren't our own? I mean, I don't know how it works, but I feel like a lot of Americans are wondering why that's not happening.
Well, I think that the Department of Defense hasn't come to New Jersey, and therefore there's no actual answer. Homeland Security is an interesting agency, but they don't have the equipment to find out where these drones are from. In essence, I think the situation's been ignored by the federal government. I don't think they've taken it seriously. And fortunately, because of people like you, we're bringing it to the attention. I got 2 calls this morning that supported Van Drew's idea that this is some sort of foreign drone attack.
And calls from who? Constituents or fellow lawmakers?
From people who called me and said, listen, I spoke to serious sources as well. Now, look, I'm the last person in Trenton who's a conspiracy guy. I'm the guy who trusts government. But I'm deeply concerned about what I'm hearing because the Department of Defense has not addressed it. You have to tell us where. Think about this. We live very close to the coast in New Jersey. Now, wouldn't you have thought that nothing of that size, the size of an SUV, could fly over New Jersey? And some of it came from the water because I knew people on the beach and they sent me the videos. Wouldn't you think that's the size of an SUV drone that the federal government would know its origin? When I don't hear the federal government knowing its origin, I'm worried.
But don't you think it'd be weird for, say it was Iran, or it was China, or it was Russia? Don't you think it's weird for them to target New Jersey?
Well, I can tell you right now, they shouldn't land here because our taxes are way too high. So once they find out how the taxes are, they'll probably head down to Florida. So they may stop and take a look. I don't think they're staying, though.
All right.
But New Jersey is, New Jersey is, to me, it's the heartbeat of America. So I can understand why people would focus on New Jersey, even foreign players.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.